Hello, you're Amalia Gathu. You're the head of social media for the Next Web, is right?
Yeah, that's right. You have the right girl.
Thank you. No. And so I read you're writing a lot about fashion. Am I correct?
Yes.
So here talking about e-commerce, what do you think is the future of e-commerce for the fashion industry in general? What are the biggest trends you see?
I think there is a lot of reinvention in the way fashion works, not only online but also in store. I think they are really working on mixing in-store experience and online experience, and they have moved forward to that in comparison to other industries. They've done a long way in a very short time. So I think the reinvention of runway shows, the way they have shopping events, and now they can have them and sell them online. Like back in the days, they had trunk shows, mini shows for very important clients, and that was a trend that, as big brands came, that kind of faded away. But now it's actually coming back, and they have shopping events on Facebook, or that they are broadcasted in selected shops, and somebody can shop it straight through the iPad. So I think this is where it's going.
You mentioned two words. First you mentioned events on Facebook, and then you said selling online. If I mix these two, is actually Facebook a good place to sell directly or not? Because many people would wish to sell.
E-commerce is a thing that's been discussed a lot. When it first started, every brand rushed to have an F store, and then as soon as some major brands didn't see the numbers, they hurry up to shut them down and they pronounced it dead. But the truth is somewhere in the middle. So first of all, Facebook and commerce on sites, like using the open graph and having timelines apps, have really helped brands, and they have the numbers to show that it actually gave a big push to sales. So that's one thing. Then when it comes to selling on Facebook, I think it was an analyst from Forrester that said that trying to sell on Facebook is like trying to sell in a bar. And I totally agree with that, but I don't take it as a no, because I bought things off the street. I don't know if you ever bought anything off the street, but you buy things off the street. And it's impulse buys, but it depends what you're selling. I mean, most brands, when they first started opening stores on Facebook, what they did is basically take their e-commerce site and just bring it on Facebook, but in a poorer version. They didn't provide customer service. It was a fragmented experience. After one click or two, you would just pop out from Facebook to the e-commerce site. So, of course, it didn't work. But actually, one of the big brands that shut down their F store, JCPenney, now they opened it again with a new concept. They have sales for each month. So it's not an actual translation, if you want, of the original shop. It's just something a little bit different. Facebook, with its viral nature and the short time posts live on it, it's perfect for flash sales, for pop-up stores, or for special designed items. So you need to have a different mindset.
Do you think that e-commerce has its place on Facebook at all? I mean, besides these flash sales, special deals, or
I mean, for some brands it worked really well.
What kind
Pampers.
of brands?
Pampers did good sales with Facebook, or some, in a way, more maybe practical brands, some smaller brands. Like one of the first commerce stores was the one with the flowers, 1-800 flowers.
Yes.
So they did good. They're still doing good. And F-commerce has a place, but it's not the same place for every brand. Every brand needs to define what it wants to do, what it wants to achieve with Facebook, and how they can do it work for them. I mean,
one example is often cited as being a failure is should luxury brands go on Facebook, because they have this sense of exclusivity that maybe more general brands do not have. So should luxury shop, do you have any examples of luxury brands having any kind of success? Maybe either, and I'm talking commerce, I'm talking not just having a page to display their brand. Do they have any success? Do you have any good example of something that really works without losing that exclusivity feel of these
Yeah,
luxury brands.
but I think there were a few successes, not at the same large scale as in other brands, but there were some successes. I think Rachel Roy had special designed items only for Facebook fans. So it was a bracelet designed with Popstar, and it was a Facebook only item, only for the Facebook fans. And you can see also other brands taking it a step further, like Kate Spade and Jewish Couture, I think, and I can't remember which other. They actually sell stock from the brand to their Facebook fans. So you can have a part of the company. That's a special relationship right there. I mean, like, hey, come here, come on Facebook, be our fan, be our friend, and you can have a piece of our brand.
Yeah, but they do not select the kind of customers that come in. Whereas if I'm a shop, if I'm a regular shop on the street, I can select the kind of customers I want in.
What
I mean,
how can you target, you mean?
Yeah, by targeting.
I think there will be a lot of more targeting. I mean, Facebook for Pages already started. You can access a specific country page from the same page. You don't need to create a different page for each country anymore. So you can manage all that from one place. And I think that we will see more things happening on Facebook when it comes to making it easier to manage stuff like that.
And last question, besides Facebook, do you see any other either social network or other platforms that would be actually useful for e-commerce?
I think it's the point where everybody expects me to say Pinterest.
Yes,
I'm going to say it, yeah. It's like fancy as well. I think Oscar de la Renta kind of was one from the first designers that started, experimenting with the idea. He sold a look straight from the runway on fancy exclusively. So, it's not going to make the difference in sales for him, but it's also saying something for his brand, which is like an old brand if you want. And, everybody wants to be like Burberry. That's like the hip brand that made a huge comeback. It was old. Nobody brought Burberry. Now it's the cool kids have it,
I have one. But on that, thank you, Amalia.
Thank you.